Welcome to the 8-Bit Cat Show, a place where friends geek out over the nerdy things we love, sometimes with cats. Valkyrie is sleeping over there. And I'm your host, Stephanie Katz. With us tonight, Zach.
Hola.
Peter.
Alright.
And Tom. Bailey is going to join us. Come here.
I don't believe it.
I see her. She wants to.
Maybe later.
Come here. No, you stupid cat.
No, she doesn't care.
So rude. Anyway, anyone do any fun holiday things?
Did not.
Not yet.
Hasn't happened yet.
What?
Yep, still on the way.
I don't know if anyone watched any movies or went to any like Christmassy markets or anything cool.
No,
No.
just been working.
I refuse to risk any shopping right now.
See, I told you Bailey was gonna join us.
Why aren't you shopping? Just because you hate people, or because you don't want to spend the money?
Well, so I can't say much, but I already know retail's awful for most of the places around me, so I just don't want to deal with that shit.
100%.
Yeah, I mean the holiday hasn't happened yet, so
No, you know there's better deals coming. That's what's going on.
sure.
He's got an inside track. He's doing some
don't.
insider trading.
I actually
I'm
you'd
kidding,
think,
I know.
but no, I don't.
No, I know.
Well, we watched the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Was it terrible?
It was okay. Like it wasn't the worst thing I ever watched.
It was better than the Star Wars holiday special.
That's a very low bar.
I was setting it pretty low on purpose.
No, it really wasn't terrible.
Kevin Bacon was pretty solid in it.
I didn't know
Good.
Kevin Bacon could sing. Did you know Kevin Bacon could sing?
Yeah, I was aware of that.
I didn't know this.
The man's a triple threat. He can sing, he can dance, he can act. Come on.
He didn't know. He sings in the movie.
Yeah, I think he's trying to promote a new album or something like that. He must have a Christmas album something coming out. We'll say James Gunn can still put together a soundtrack, even if it's a Christmas music soundtrack.
That also makes sense.
Some solid Christmas music bangers on there, a bunch that I had never heard before, and I'm like, okay, this is a pretty solid Christmas song. All right, he did some diving to try and find some of the real shit. And I mean that was good, but there was some. I mean, it was extremely cheesy.
Yeah, it was mostly
That's kind of the point.
Well, yeah.
Mantis and Drax running around trying to find Kevin Bacon and just getting into weird shenanigans instead.
For the amount of time and money they spent on it, there was a couple of parts that looked really cheap too. That I'm like, I know it's just a 45-minute special, but y'all have done this so much better beforehand, and everything else is done on that scale. Why is this part lacking so much?
And there were a couple parts that were like animated when they were like telling the story of like Peter when he was young. The animation was a little weird.
Oh, I like that part. That part was good. It was sweet. Yondu's a softie.
You think it was just laziness or what?
No, it isn't. Like I think it was meant to be stylized that way.
No, it was definitely an aesthetic choice.
Weird.
It was like a weird knockoff Charlie Brown kind of animation. It was like Charlie Brown with more realistic human beings.
Weird.
But still that weird, like, shaky outline and stuff like that. Yeah, that's kind of what it was like. It was interesting. And like, again, it was really sweet portion of the show. And I guess they did. I don't know. Have you guys want some spoilers? They did drop
a Christmas special.
They did drop some. They actually added some continuity there. Mantis actually admitted to Peter that she's his half sister.
Ah.
And this is when Yondu's love of knickknacks is revealed.
I don't know. That's a little thing. It was cute. But yeah, no. I guess so. There was technically one quote unquote significant reveal, and that was it. So yeah. Other than that, it was. Again, it's got a great soundtrack. It was fun.
I enjoyed.
It is not the height of cinema, and I don't believe it was designed to ever be. So yeah, it fit its role quite nicely.
Yeah, I'd give it like.
I think anything that has Christmas special in the name is meant to be at least a little cheesy.
Oh, it's schlocky. Yes, it's great. But no, again, it fills its role nicely. It's not It's not supposed to be. Oh, that was deep. I really learned a lot and felt a lot of things about that.
Yeah, I don't
You're
know.
supposed to go at the end and you go, oh, that was good. I liked it. That was fun. We can watch that again next year. We'll throw that in the rotation. We're going to watch Christmas movies for like 26 days.
I don't know. What do you think? Maybe like 6 cats.
Between 5 and 6 cats. They're
So slightly above average.
They're teeter-tottering. They're teeter-tottering.
5 cats and 2 paws.
What cats are you murdering? That's ranking.
Only a couple of them. But, yeah, no. I mean, you should still go watch it. It only takes 45 minutes. It's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
It fills
I think
up.
because I found out they restored the full version of Muppets Christmas Carol for Disney Plus. I think I'd rather just watch that.
You can do that, but you have to go into the special. When you go to the Muppets Christmas Carol, then you go into the special features and you do the full extended cut. You have to click it from there. You can't just hit play from the regular
Oh,
movie.
of course not. Yeah.
Just so you know.
They're not gonna remove the inferior version. They're just gonna put back the correct one.
No, but no. So you can get access to it, and I don't know. It's a good song. I think it's worth it.
I'd rather watch The Guardians.
You don't like the Muppet Christmas Carol?
I don't like the Muppets.
What?
Oh man,
You did say you didn't
wait.
like the Muppets when we were at Disney
who
World.
did you marry, or who are you marrying?
I wanted to go see the Muppet Show, and you're like, no, that thing's dumb.
I can still get out of this, I think. But
I would have
she
went
doesn't
and
like the
seen it with
Muppets.
you.
Me and Maddie went to go see it on separately.
You talking shit about Kermit the Frog? You don't
I
like Fozzie Bear?
I don't have a problem with them. Like,
don't like them.
if I walk in and you were already watching it, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, turn this off. But I'm not going to actively go turn it on. It's not my cup of tea.
But it's like the best version of the Christmas Carol that's ever been produced.
I don't
There
know.
you go.
Spirited was pretty good.
The Spirit was pretty solid, honestly.
But it's not
It
like it might be themed after Christmas Carol or referencing it, but I'm talking about an actual it's the best adaptation
of the actual Dickens story. Yes,
Yeah,
of the straight in the book Dickens story. Yes, it's. I mean, it's Michael Caine playing
it completely straight.
Playing pure Michael Caine, and it's just absolutely amazingly straight because he's playing it like he's proper Shakespeare, and there's Muppets on the fucking running around everywhere.
Well, I want to say he said in an interview when he was talking about taking the role, he's like, I'm gonna play this like it's the most important role in my entire life.
And that's why it works. In all honesty, that is the only reason it really works is his true commitment to no, this is proper Shakespearean theater. We're going to do this like a proper British trained actor. So what if they're Muppets? I'm a professional. Will the Muppets be professional? Then yet no? Well, I will still be.
Whatever floats your goat.
Your
Wait,
goat?
the goats are floating.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. How much helium do you need to float a goat?
I don't know. Just play Goat Simulator and you might find out.
I have floated some goats in Goat Simulator.
What else? Since we're going up to my parents for the weekend, we won't be able
Christmas.
to do our normal holiday tradition of watching A Christmas Story and Die Hard on Christmas Eve. So
Why not?
Well, on Christmas Eve, because we'll have.
Well,
shit to
he'll
do.
be at work during the day, and then we're driving up to the farm.
Who says you can't watch stuff while you're driving? Everybody does it.
I don't. I think it's a bad plan.
But we
I don't
instead
like that
on
idea.
Sunday, was it Sunday?
Yes, on Sunday.
We did our little Christmas movie marathon. So after we watched Guardians, we watched Die Hard, and then we watched Home Alone 2. I did not force him to watch A Christmas Story this year, because I'll watch it on Friday.
I lucked out.
Fragile.
I lucked out. I really don't like that movie.
Neither do
No?
I.
Like, it has some great quotes, but overall, the movie is just very hard to watch for me. It just, I don't enjoy it.
It's the same thing for me with It's a Wonderful Life.
Again, there's some great quotes in that movie, and it's a cultural touchstone that you at least need to have watched once so that you can understand.
I have seen it. Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But it's one of those that you have to have watched it once. But yeah, I'm with you. I don't need to go back to it. If we're gonna do one, Holiday Inn is not bad. Because White Christmas is crap.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen that one.
The Holiday Inn does have one really awkward part. It's got now I forget the guy's name. He's the one in all of those movies. White Christmas. Bing Crosby, there we go. He's in blackface at one point in time, so it's real awkward. I'm pretty sure they've edited that out of most things too, but there's definitely for Abraham Lincoln's birthday, because they celebrate all the holidays at the Holiday Inn. And so Abraham Lincoln's birthday, he dresses up in blackface and does a minstrel show about how great Lincoln was. And you're like, he's saying a lot of good words, but come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, then.
Moral compass?
Yeah, no.
Anything?
But they do all
Anything
of the... No,
I'm asking.
Didn't have it.
No,
Our YouTube censor.
Peter's in so much shock right now.
I mean, we wouldn't have to cut that.
No, not at all. I'm condemning that. Everything else in the movie is great, except for that part.
Yeah. No, there's
Great
some, like,
quotes
I really
during that part, but just not that part.
Again, he said some very nice things about Abraham Lincoln, how he said them and how he was dressed in the way he did. And while he did so, not great. Just not great. But a solid movie overall. Just singing. There's dancing.
I think I'm going to go ahead and continue to skip that one.
No? Solid. It's better than White Christmas. Again, that's all I'm saying.
Whatever floats your goat.
We're getting back to the goats again.
Oh, you're stuck on the goat thing.
Yeah. What?
Are you tired or high? Which one is it?
Tired.
We did
so
not.
tired.
We did not just watch Thor: Love and Thunder, so I don't know why she's got goats on the brain.
I don't know.
You're an insane person.
Yes. Peter went and saw The Menu.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what this movie was supposed to be.
What was on it?
So
The Menu.
wow, a lot of corpses apparently.
Yeah.
They were eating people, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
No,
It's like the premise.
no. So it's another one of those movies that the trailer is like kind of misleading you on purpose.
Nice.
Because if you watch the trailer, it looks like it's gonna be like,
That's
oh,
pretty
a
great.
bunch of pretentious foodies are about to participate in the most dangerous game.
No, I see.
Not
I
even
thought he was going to tell them it's just amazing food, and then it's going to be, and you ate your best friend. That's why it was so delicious, because it tasted of the memories of the first time you met.
No, not that either. No, it's. I don't want to spoil anything because it's actually really good.
This is pretty good.
But it's not even a thriller. It's like a dark comedy. Like it's not.
Really.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm even more intrigued because it's looked interesting, and I'm not a big, definitely don't like horror things, and I don't really like the gore stuff, but it looked like an intriguing, at least thriller portion. But you're telling me, yeah, it's a little bit of that, but a little bit more black comedy too. I'm definitely on board.
You're very quickly gonna be on like the chef's side.
Oh, okay. Now I'm even okay. I think I.
And as for gore, there's actually not that much.
Well, there's probably a little bit, yes, but
like very small. I think the most you actually really see is a dude gets his finger cut off, and even that cuts away.
Shoot, violent.
Oh yeah,
was
someone
way more
does
violent than that.
It's not a throat slice; it's a stab. They get stabbed in the chest.
Good one.
Yeah,
that'll take them out pretty quick.
Right, but yeah, it's not very graphic. They cut away usually before any gore.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
But overall, your thoughts on the movie?
I really enjoyed it to the point that I don't want to spoil a goddamn thing.
See, I like that means a lot actually to me on your review there.
What's your rating?
I think of anything wrong with it other than the trailer was vaguely misleading, but I think that was to get more people to watch it, and also you kind of need to go in without being spoiled. 7.5.
7 and 2 paws.
Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a damn. All right.
Speaking of paws,
All right, I'm in.
we went and saw Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Speaking of okay, the segue got there. I think you landed it technically.
Thanks.
All right. It was shaky, but I think you landed it.
Thanks.
landed with like a little arm wobble.
Yeah, it's not a perfect 10, but she stuck it.
The girl kitty's name is Kitty Softpaws.
That is true. And it's voiced by Selma Hayek.
Why would you sing that angrily, though?
So does she go by Kitty or does she go by Paws?
She goes by Kitty, generally.
It was really cute. I really enjoyed it.
I am apparently not up on my Shrek universe lore as much as I thought I was. There's at least 2 movies, apparently both starring Puss in Boots, that I had not seen. I'm a little surprised Antonio Banderas still does this, but when you think about it, I guess it is an easy paycheck. He probably just sits on his ass in the basement. And because he's got his own recording studio at home now, especially after COVID shit. 100%.
I liked the dog. His name was... He didn't really have a name, but they called him Perrito, and it was really cute.
Perrito. Not Perrito. Perrito, which means puppy.
Dog.
Well,
He named the dog.
It means tiny dog.
Now she got it.
So there wasn't 2 movies of Puss in Boots. There was a movie and a television series.
Oh, is that what it is? I don't know if I don't know if the television series is canon.
I don't know if the canon matters all that much.
I don't think it does. I'm
Well,
kidding.
this definitely connects with the first one, because the first one, I thought there were 2, but I mean, it's also been forever.
It was probably like a holiday special.
But I mean, like, Kitty Softpaws is introduced in that movie.
Yeah, but apparently it's been 10 years since that movie too, which is also crazy.
Yeah, it came out in 2011.
Yeah. Now, and I don't know. There was a big teaser at the end. I think there's going to be a new Shrek movie.
I don't think there should be a new Shrek movie.
I think there's
I
going.
hope-
I didn't say that there should, whether there should or should not be one. I said I
Just
think there's
like
going to be one.
Like last scene was them. They like, oh, we're gonna go visit some friends, and then you see them on this boat, and then it pans over to like where they're sailing to, and then there's just the sign that says "far, far away."
They don't want to hang out with Fiona and Shrek. We're getting another Shrek movie.
I didn't even see the last 2 Shrek movies.
They kind of lucked out that the 4th Shrek movie was like okay and a decent note to end on. They really don't need to go back to those.
No, I didn't see the last 2 Shrek movies.
The third one is the one with King Arthur, right?
Yes, the 3rd one's the real bad one.
Yeah, that one. That's when I stopped watching them. I saw that one, and I'm like, wow, I don't need to watch any more Shrek. Number 1 and number 2 were fucking solid.
Shrek is 4.
Number 2 is where Puss in Boots was introduced,
Yeah.
so you can shut your mouth.
Like I said, number 1 and number 2 are fucking solid.
Oh,
They're great.
I thought you said no one. Never mind. I apologize for my outburst.
Shrek grossed $484 million worldwide. Or not even worldwide, in America. $484 million. It's a lot of money for an animated movie. Especially at the time.
Sure.
It came out 20 years ago. It's
Anyway,
nuts.
it was really cute,
It was
and everyone should go see it.
It is a heartwarming
8
winter flick to see
cats.
with the family. There was
8 cats.
There was at
8
least
cats.
50 cats in the movie.
Oh, I am seeing that there's like at least some news of an announcement for Shrek 5.
I'm telling you, I think there's going to be one.
They'll probably wait until like after the movie officially releases, because this was just the advanced screening.
Yeah, the movie officially releases tomorrow.
Which, by the time this comes out,
Will have already
that
happened.
movie- yeah.
So we will really seem behind the times on Shrek 5.
it's fine. This is fine.
But no, it is. Anybody out there listening, if you got your kids home and you need to get it away from them or shut them up for 2 hours, great movie, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Oh, and there was this dad and this cute little kid that was sitting next
Actually,
to
that's
us,
sweet.
and he was like the politest little kid I've ever met in my life.
It was his first time ever getting to go to the movies.
And he was wearing dinosaur jammies.
And his dad bought him the biggest popcorn. It was larger than the child, and it was quite fantastic. And this kid, he was like, "Oh, can I sit there?" And and I was cleaning the seat off because we had spilled some butter all over it because I put too much butter on our popcorn.
He's
But
an awful human being.
it was way too much butter. But he goes, "I'll do it," and I go, "All right, you're a good kid. All right, you have." And he was like, "I'm sorry, Dad, I have to go to the bathroom." He was like, he tried to do it so his dad. He was even louder coming back. He goes, "What, buddy? What do you need?" And he goes, "I have to go. You said be quiet. I have to go to the bathroom." So they got to go in there. It was really sweet. I'm like, all right, he did pretty good for his first movie. He definitely had to leave like twice, but
it was cute. I mean, he had to be like 5, maybe.
I think 3 or 4, but it was cute. That was the demographic that we were going for. We were not the oldest people in the movie theater.
Hey,
so those people were there with their grandkids.
At least we weren't the lady next to us that came by herself.
The middle-aged woman, or actually more than middle-aged woman, that I would say probably 60-year-old woman just by herself.
60.
55. She was 55.
I mean, let's not shame people for going to the movies alone.
It was mostly
shaming.
that movie.
I mean, I went and saw Sonic 2 by myself.
Okay, I saw the Lego movie by myself too, but
it just,
well, there you go.
I was just,
and you just look weirder.
She just seemed so sad.
Oh, I definitely looked weird in the Lego movie.
She just seemed like so sad being there by herself. Is what I was trying to get at.
I mean, did she actually seem sad to be there by herself, or did you assume she was sad because she was there alone?
No, she seemed angry, honestly.
Yeah, so
she seemed mad at the movie that she was having to watch it.
I
think she has to like. I think she must have like a blog or something that she has to like review the movie that she goes to the free one kind of thing like that, and she's like, I can't believe I had to watch this.
So when we went to the row, like there was a seat between her and the next people, and then I was like, oh, is anyone sitting there? And she was like, no. So we sat down. So then it was me, him, an empty seat, and then this other guy that was also there by himself, who was very excited and happy to be there. And then when the dad and the kid came up, they asked if anyone was sitting in those empty seats, and obviously he didn't want to be separated from his kid, so we asked if we could all move down, and she just kind of seemed annoyed about it.
She actually got a better seat. She was closer to the center doing that, but
yeah.
I guess she didn't want it. She wanted a buffer. I mean, and I don't blame her. If you can get a buffer seat, get the buffer seat.
Right, but
100%.
At the same point, like, you're going to an advanced screening where they're literally going to fill every seat. Move the fuck over.
Yeah. But again, if you can get the buffer seat, get the buffer seat.
Well, she tried.
She did her best. You know what? I'm gonna appreciate her persistence at least.
She was probably also annoyed when I got in the thing, and instead of like leaving the buffer seat open between her and I was like, "No, I'm sitting next to you, bitch."
So much anger.
Always. But yeah.
She's a perfectly nice lady.
That was fun. The Game Awards happened.
Yep. When God of War was robbed.
I was about to ask if anyone actually watched them, because I did not this year.
Oh, wow, you didn't do it.
Nope,
I didn't even read to see who won what.
Well, I'm assuming God of War lost. Elden Ring got it.
Yeah. And y'all have heard my thoughts plenty of times.
Yes.
We understand. We understand.
Yeah.
We don't need
Didn't
to dive into it.
we call that in the last episode too?
I believe, Stephanie, now would be a great time to insert the clip from the last episode where he goes, if fucking God of War doesn't win Game of the Year,
no, it was
they
if
give it to
Elden Ring wins over God of War.
Yeah.
There was a lot of anger. We need to drop that in. Drop the audio in at least. All right, perfect. There we go.
I'm not going through all that. That's
I'm kidding.
You're asking for.
Right,
I mean, they announced a few games. Hades 2 is going to get released.
Jedi Survivor. The trailer looks really good.
Dope.
I like Cal's new look. I like the beard. I mean, I like beards.
Before, didn't you?
Huh? What?
It was the most common mod to find on PC for Cal was to give him a beard because people didn't like his face.
Poor Sean Monahan.
It's just his poor face.
What did he do?
It was
damn kid.
It was that, and then the second most common was to give him brown hair instead of red hair.
People don't like gingers. It's true.
Apparently.
Wait till I dye my hair again, guys. Just you wait.
Saying, people don't like the gingers.
But yeah, like the gameplay looked crazy wicked. I'm pretty excited.
It looks like they're adding some new functionality that seems quite interesting. Looks like you're gonna be able to do some buddy moves. You might have a partner.
And
fuck some people up.
I know that I'm not gonna have to play it because I can just watch him play it. Jesus. We know that.
All right.
Look, my track with video games. It's not good.
I don't know, the first one was only difficult on the bosses.
I keep trying to get motivated because I have all these games I want to play, and then I do other things instead. It's terrible. It's so terrible. It's fine. Speaking of other things that I'm going to buy and play one day, maybe, who knows, Final Fantasy 16.
Yeah.
16?
Really, I mean, it's looked really good for the last, year and a half that we've known about it.
I like how the voice actor is the same guy that plays the lead in every Final Fantasy from the last 20 years. as soon as he started talking, the only thing that went through my head is chaos. We gotta defeat chaos. No one. You know what? Fuck you guys.
No.
I mean, it just didn't really, sound like him.
It sounded like it to me. Really, you didn't hear it?
No.
Go back and rewatch it.
No.
No.
It sounds like homework. He's not
was there
doing it.
anything else you saw, Peter, that looked good? Because I kind of picked and chose what I
honestly would have to, because I've done several things. I'd have to look at the list of what was announced again.
Oh, well, if it's not jumping off at your head, it's fine. Don't worry about it. It's okay. The other
Is it though?
trailer announcement, it wasn't during the Game Awards, but it came out recently. Into the Spider-Verse 2, June of next year. So that's pretty exciting, and it looks pretty good.
No, it's a different trailer than the one that they had already put out, and I don't know.
Oh, that reminds me. I just
First
want
one was
to.
fucking
I just want to
amazing.
go back to Puss in Boots real quick. Because, I'm sorry, because Into the Spider-Verse just reminded me because it has that stylized animation. The only weird thing about that movie was during the action sequences, they did this weird stylized Kung Fu Panda type animation, and it was just it was a little out of place. But that's it. That was my note.
They did announce Death Stranding 2 is happening, and I have to wonder why. Yeah. Did we really need to reassess that?
Yeah, we gotta
that
watch
reminds me.
more.
Did you hear? So Kojima Productions wants to make a Death Stranding movie.
Yeah, he's said that since before he released Death Stranding.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
Hideo Kojima does not like making video games. He wants to make movies.
That would actually be way more interesting than that concept as a movie is way more interesting than as a video game.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't. The way it sounded though is I don't think it would follow the same characters in the game, but it would just take place in that universe.
That would make sense. That would even be even better.
Yeah.
Because I guess are we moving from FedEx Simulator to DHL Simulator?
To-
We're gonna get all the way to USPS? I don't know.
Also, because I'm really this guy doesn't sound like the guy from that really shit ass Final Fantasy game, and he's not. It's a completely different person.
Really?
So I have no idea what you're talking about.
It so sounded like it to me.
She just wanted it to be the truth.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't. His voice annoyed me. He was so annoying. He was stiff and just bad.
So the guy that's voicing the main character for 16 is named Ben Starr with 2 R's.
Ooh, fancy.
And this is his first
Double
video
R.
game credit.
Oh, okay.
Ever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
He's new to the game, yo. Literally.
In fact, I'm going through the whole cast. It doesn't look like we have too many repeat performers at all. I think you were just really traumatized by this fucking shitty game.
Really ruined you, apparently.
It did. Forever. Everything's fine.
Oh, we do have one guy that's a repeat from a previous Final Fantasy, but it's from the MMO, so it's not
That doesn't count.
that guy. Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Very well then.
You'll accept it. You're like, I don't have to hate it as much.
And then
The Super Mario movie still looks not great.
yeah, I didn't watch that trailer. I was like, I'm just no.
Oh, they put another trailer out?
They did. I skipped it.
And then there's another Crash Bandicoot game on the way.
It was censored from me. I didn't get to watch it.
You can go watch it. You have the internet.
I was unaware, and you walked right
You
past
were
it.
literally sitting next to me on the TV while I was scrolling through YouTube.
You go too fast. I can't read it.
Oh my god. You can see pictures and graphics.
So yeah, they announced a new Crash Bandicoot game. We find out that the Suicide Squad game that's on the way is going to be the last performance for Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Why are you gonna make me cry?
So they're gonna use stuff from him.
I guess he just finished his work already on it.
He had finished it already.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna get the game, but now I have to. Thanks, Peter.
That's why those games are good, though. They just sound right. It sounds like Batman.
I mean, why wouldn't you gonna get the game anyway? It looks fun.
Oh,
I'm not laughing. Like I'm not laughing because I'm being sarcastic. It looks fun.
No, like legitimately, that one looks good.
What was the other one that was coming out that we're like, now we can skip that one? No.
Of the Death Stranding.
No, I thought there was another like game coming out in the DC universe that we were talking about, and we're like, that one looks dumb. We'll skip that one.
Maybe Gotham Knights.
I think it was Gotham Knights we were talking about.
Oh, I guess I got that game. I haven't played it yet. It's fine.
Yeah, no shit.
It's okay.
I mean, I fully intended to get it too.
Yeah.
We're trying.
Can we then we can play together?
I mean, as long as you're getting it on PlayStation.
Of course, I'm getting it on PlayStation.
Okay. Sometimes you make stupid decisions and buy things for Xbox.
The only things I get for Xbox are usually games for him or.
Yeah, you bought him Squadrons on Xbox, and now we can't play it together. I have a fucking flight stick for that game.
Well, I'll go see if I can find it on PlayStation so you can play together, okay? Peter, will that make you happy?
A little bit.
Maybe not. Probably not.
A little bit.
He'll think it'll make him happy at first, and then the hole inside will just open up again.
Wait, didn't I trade that game in
Yeah,
on
you did. Yeah, no, I told you I didn't need it anymore because guess what? Peter made the right decision because it's not fun without a flight stick.
Okay, I'll go find it for you on PlayStation, and you can play with Peter.
It's no fun without the joystick. It's
gotta get the flight stick.
I mean, but flight sticks are pretty cheap now. I got mine for $60, and it's decent.
$50-$60 now.
If you play your cards
much
right,
more reasonable.
You'll get a flight stick too.
No, I'm good. I don't have any time to use it. It's completely unnecessary.
Come on, you don't want to sit on your couch and just hold on to your joystick?
Well, I used to hold on to my joystick for like hours on end in my room when I was growing up.
Hey guys,
Played that original Star Wars Flight Simulator.
You can say nothing. Hey guys, what does a guy that had a vasectomy and a Christmas tree have in common?
I have no fucking idea.
Their balls are just for decoration.
Okay, very good.
Sorry, I heard that one today, and I had to share it with you all.
I can tell. Oh, Idris Elba's going to be in the new Cyberpunk expansion.
Oh, really?
Yay!
Yeah. You can fuck off. That game's good now.
I didn't.
They fixed everything.
I didn't.
Not everything. They couldn't fix everything without completely remaking the game, but they fixed most of it.
They fixed everything they could.
Yeah. Because a lot of it, the issues was just like broken promises that would require a completely different game.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that shit's just not going to get corrected from some patches.
As long as you can still pet the cats, I'm in.
Yes.
I think so. I don't know why they would remove that function.
Well, it's the only function that matters.
Yeah. We saw more stuff for Diablo 4.
That actually, I mean, Diablo 3, it took forever to make it, but it ended up being pretty good when it finally came out.
They announced Transformers Reactive.
The game?
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Reactivate, my bad.
Reactivate. Okay, that makes more. No, that makes a little more
Are they gonna
sense.
be like freaking nuclear powered?
Reactive. That sounds a little scary. Chernobyl was caused by a Decepticon. So was 3 Mile Island.
Didn't they announce like a remake or remaster or something for a Lords of the Fallen, or was that something else?
No, they announced they showed gameplay of the Lords of the Fallen. Is that a remake? Is that what's going on with that?
Well, there was a game called Lords of the Fallen that released on PlayStation and Xbox like 4 years ago.
I'm wondering if these are just completely separate things. It's entirely possible.
That's why I was asking. But you don't appear to know. So
I'm looking it up now, yeah.
It is not a big deal.
2014 one, so I need the new one. Okay, it's a sequel.
Ah, sequel. Got it.
But unlike, like, it's doing that thing that some sequels do when they're doing, like, soft reboots where it's just the original name again, but they're just calling it the original name again. That'd be like if Dark Souls 2 and 3 were just called Dark Souls. Like, you're not helping your ability to look up this fucking game, guys.
And then I didn't look at the trailer, but do you know what that Behemoth game is about?
No. I think it kind of looks like it's just Shadow of the Colossus.
I see. I mean, that's a bad game.
If I'm thinking of the right one.
I don't know. It was like some dudes in some armor, and I was thinking this is some stupid-ass war strategy game.
What if it was?
I'm just not about that life. That's not my cup of tea. And I know they showed some more gameplay for that Dune game.
They did. The MMO.
Yeah.
Not the RTS, because there's a few Dune games coming out.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But it was a cinematic trailer still. They still haven't shown us what the gameplay is going to be.
You get to know nothing.
I don't know if we ever touched base on this. Maybe I've zoned it out of my mind, but didn't like Henry Cavill like start up a Warhammer project or something like that?
Well, yes, so after he got fired from Superman, well, we're bringing it up now.
That is next on the list.
Yeah, like I literally have my note literally says Henry Cavill, Witcher to Superman to Warhammer.
Which I think Warhammer's the thing of those three that he loves the most. So
he's so much more of a Warhammer nerd than he is of anything else.
Henry Cavill, the most handsome of King of Nerds. Sorry, babe.
I mean, so we still know next nothing about what the
than
Warhammer 40K thing from Amazon's going to be. And unfortunately, Amazon doesn't have the most phenomenal track record after Rings of Power. But if Henry Cavill's involved, we can
Rings of Power
assume it'll at least be accurate.
Wait. What do you mean they don't have the best track record after?
Y'all know Rings of Power is extremely hated, right? Like it's a rare thing that you guys really liked it.
Most people don't like it at all.
It's kind of like the Kenobi show with you. Like it's.
Well, then how's it getting a season 2 if it's that hated?
Because they spend so much goddamn money on it.
Yeah, they spend so much money on it. They want to hold on to the license. They can. They're fucking Amazon.
Why do you all hate the things I enjoy?
They don't. I didn't watch it, so I have no opinion on it.
I don't
telling you how other people react.
I don't technically hate it, nor do I technically love it. It's just I'm neutral about it.
Just the general public. Why do you despise me?
I will watch.
I mean, Kenobi was bad because they added a bunch of bullshit.
Shut up, Peter.
I will watch season 2 of Rings of Power purely because they didn't fuck it up enough in the first one, but they also didn't do it good enough. The reason I want to keep watching is I'm like, all right, I have a lot of unanswered questions because you didn't fucking answer a bunch of questions in this first season.
Well, yeah, because they want you to tune in for season 2.
I know what they're doing, and yeah, they got me. They're fucking assholes, but it better be solid the first 2 episodes. Then they can have that. Then they can have a lull one in there, but that first 2 episodes got to go hard. That second season.
I mean, I'm glad that Henry Cavill's getting to go do his Warhammer project, but it is super fucked what DC did to him.
Yeah, get ready to be Superman again.
Well, it's because they had that new change in head of like who's ahead of like leading the DC stuff now.
Well, yeah. But they announce it. Oh wait,
but here's the thing: if you knew that the leadership, because there's no way they didn't know that a leadership change was coming. Like, for as closely as that happened, like you had to have fucking known. So like to be like, oh yeah, go ahead and do this.
That they didn't want to reboot it and that they would try to continue going off the Zack Snyder stuff because that had like a cult following.
Trust no one.
But there's a good chance that once the new DC leadership came in, they saw that their actual following was pretty ass for the movies. So they're like, okay, we're gonna reboot this shit.
I did think it was really funny. There's a meme going around like right now that's like, man, it's almost like Marvel sabotaged DC by putting a mole in there. And this James Gunn.
I mean, I get that joke, but James Gunn fucking loves his work in DC.
I'm not saying
he's having a lot of fun.
I just said I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair. It's kind of funny.
Ha ha joke, ha ha funny.
That's the weird thing about it, because they're rebooting it, but we know he's gonna keep the Suicide Squad movie canon because he wants to keep doing Peacemaker, and that's a sequel to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But fuck everybody
the Suicide
else.
Squad was a sequel to Suicide Squad, which is in and of itself a spin-off of Batman v Superman.
Sure. I don't understand how.
Which is the direct sequel to, of course, Superman Returns.
Man of Steel.
Yeah, I don't understand
Superman
how
Returns
the
is-
DCEU
That's Superman
works,
Returns,
so
Man of
I
Steel.
just,
You know what I meant.
I just go with it. Just like Marvel now, I don't understand anything.
Well, there's
so
been more
I
than
just-
30 movies with Marvel. That one's too many.
That's kind of fair. They really probably should have stopped at Endgame.
Yeah, probably. Like, you've done everything you could do.
It has end in the title.
They found a formula to print money forever. So why would they stop using that?
Hey, man,
I get
So-
it. Come on, Peter.
I didn't just watch the menu in these last couple of days. I also saw finally Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, I've heard such good things about that.
And when we went to go see Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, me and Maddie, we were having people telling us to not do that and to go see Everything Everywhere All at Once instead.
Mhm.
And I kind of agree. I liked that a lot more.
What is this movie?
It's a weird time travel multiverse movie, too.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's another multiverse movie.
So you're just trying to hurt my head.
That's kind of the antithesis of, like, the fucking Rick and Morty mindset on the multiverse.
I don't just.
Where
I can't.
because they have the Rick always constantly like, oh, nothing matters because there's a million alternate or infinite alternate universes. That's not at all the takeaway from this fucking movie.
Oh, I see.
Because
Yeah,
everything
hold on,
matters
watch
because
this
you're
one.
the only one like you. Everybody else is different. In every universe, they're not the same.
Well, I mean, essentially the message is more every alternate universe matters because they're all living lives and have moments that can bring them happiness.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
But Rick hates everything and everyone, so
I don't know. Are y'all still watching that show?
No. Absolutely not.
I'm current
No.
with it. Tell you
You're
the
Good
truth.
current with it?
for
Okay.
you.
Season finale was fucking weird for season 6.
After,
Oh no, then I've only seen up to season 5.
after the dragon
Oh,
thing,
okay.
I was so
I know.
done.
I get it. The dragon thing was bad.
No, I've only seen through season 5, so I got to the crow thing.
Yeah. And I'll let you know that season 6 isn't much better. I mostly watch it because I watch it the same way I watch Cruella is the answer that I don't want to provide the actual means of.
Invincible is coming out with a new season next year.
No shit. It was really popular.
And did you guys watch The Legend of Vox Machina?
Yes.
That's
Season
getting
2
a
coming
season
out in
2.
January, yeah.
Tom, you should watch it. I think you would
And a
enjoy
season
it.
3 has already been announced.
You guys
Oh,
tell me
good.
to watch a lot of things.
It's like
Tom, you watch stuff when you're driving. We're just doing that.
so you liked Invincible, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
But
like
you
saw
also
that.
read the comic, didn't you?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like the Dungeons and Dragons version of Invincible.
More
Mhm.
specifically, it's an animated series based off the first campaign from Critical Role.
Yes.
Okay.
So it's quite funny.
I didn't.
Yes.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that.
That's the premise of the show.
Never watched Critical Role.
So
I
Critical
watch it
Role's
every Thursday.
Critical Role being the YouTube thing that they do D&D and they play the game like that. Like that
Yes.
kind
Yeah,
of-
a bunch of
That
voice
one.
actors do that. And it's the same voice actors that played the game, voicing their characters in the show.
Nice. It's called Ex Machina.
Vox Machina.
Legends of
Oh.
Vox Machina.
Okay.
Light
That's,
Machine.
I think, primarily done because the
It's on
two main
Amazon.
characters are named Vex and Vax.
No, Vox Machina is a voice machine. It's basically radio.
There you go.
It's really the story's really all about the bard.
Scanlan?
Oh yeah.
It's kind of. It's not. None
In
of
the
them
end,
are
he's the
really
most
any
important.
more or less the main character. No, technically Vax is the most important at the end.
Yeah.
But
yeah. But Scanlan's really the
Scanlan
one.
is just the biggest personality.
Yeah,
Which is funny because
and-
the guy that voices him, Sam Riegel, had never played D&D before at the start of the campaign. It was for Liam's birthday, Liam O'Brien.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know who these people are.
Voice actors.
Okay. Sure thing.
They do voice
No, but Scanlan's also the one that gave them their name. So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. The name comes fucking randomly sometimes. Just at campaign 2, they're called the Mighty Nine, even though there's only like 6 of them.
Always funny.
Yeah, I
What
mean,
happened to the other three? We don't talk about those guys.
so I
We
mean,
don't
it's
talk about
called
Bruno.
Mighty Nine for the joke that there's not 9 of them, but also it's spelled German no. because Liam O'Brien's character is, again, has a heavy German accent and very important to the campaign.
Always funny. Yeah. What we got next,
Don't
Stefan?
try to get into it from the beginning. There's several thousands of hours to watch.
Oh, it's so long.
No, I was trying to remember his voice, and I couldn't remember it in my head, so that's what I was just... It's fine. We can...
What, the voice with the heavy German accent?
Yeah, I can't...
Did you watch Campaign 2?
No.
Oh, you're not... Okay, never mind. Just...
I didn't say Liam O'Brien is German accent. His character did.
I got all confused. Just... It's fine. We're moving... We're moving on. It's fine.
I'm not. I'm stuck on this a little bit.
She's going to cleverly edit all of that out and make herself look much better.
So... this
yes,
is the worst credit to
wonderful.
explain what Liam O'Brien sounds like, but he was Gollum in Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah, I don't... It's it.
Well, he's doing like a whole fucking voice in that.
Do you know how far...
Anyway.
Do you know how far I got in Shadow of Mordor?
I don't think you beat the tutorial.
How far did the tutorial go?
Did you die?
I don't think you beat the tutorial.
Man, that was like 15 years ago. I don't remember. I got to the first... whatever. Did
you get to the first tower?
Did your character fuse with Celebrimbor?
I don't know who that...
Then you didn't beat the tutorial.
What?
Wow. It's rough.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, if you didn't get your ghost powers, you didn't get to the tutorial.
I got to the first camp, and you had to sneak, and I wasn't good at the sneaking. No?
I think that's still the tutorial.
You know what? Fuck all of you.
That's 100% the tutorial.
So, we got some comments from the community.
Push right stick to sneak.
Moving on.
Attack with X.
What?
Attack with X.
Oh, fuck you. X your face. Ow. So.
L2 for takedown.
Too many buttons. You know our girl, she always got things for us to think about. So, Jay Gilmer, 42, she said, "Hey guys, do you think in the Marvel Universe, Kevin Feige and the Russo brothers got a bit overwhelmed when they took on all these movie projects? Remember how we used to wait impatiently for one movie to come out? Now it seems like everything has snowballed and it's now movie after movie. And to me, they're not as good as they used to be because everything seems so rushed to get a release date." Your thoughts?
Because they reached the end point that they had planned out for a while. That like Endgame we knew was where they wanted to cut off. And then they kept fucking going with no idea what they were doing. So of course everything feels kind of shitty and rushed now.
Again, because they thought that they would be able to get maybe milk. They're like, if we can milk 25 movies out of these people, we have nailed it. We are doing so great. And they're like, okay, guys, they're just gonna literally keep throwing their money at us. So we got to put out product. Just put it out there, whatever we can get, and as many times a year that we can get a release, the better.
Honestly, what they really need to do in general with Disney is stop overworking their like CG animators.
They need to
That's why
relax.
we're getting such bad fucking CG in these shows.
They're working on like 8 different shows at once. Yeah.
I think the only movie I've really liked post Endgame was
Thor: Love and Thunder, obviously.
Spider-Man.
I'm not joking. I loved Thor: Love and Thunder.
I'm very happy.
Spider-Man:
for you.
Homecoming was pretty, right? Homecoming.
Homecoming was, you're thinking of No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Homecoming
Sorry.
was the very first Spider-Man movie they did.
Yeah, sorry. No Way Home was solid. That was Phase 4.
Yeah.
And that one was good. Mostly.
Yeah, but mostly on the grounds that we were all very excited to see the other two Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
But I'm not upset about that either.
Yeah, damn. You make a good point.
Like,
It's really about the villains. Come on. It's all about Spidey's boys coming in. And fucking
obviously,
them up.
we were also very excited to see Dr. Octopus and Green Goblin again.
yeah.
Willem
But I
Dafoe
mean, that was the thing is like so much of that movie
is
relies
relying on
entirely
you
on
enjoying
you
something
being
else.
very
Yeah.
excited about that. Again, I got kicked in the theater when Andrew Garfield showed up.
And you said, I don't care. No.
Yeah.
Well, I knew it was happening because I recognized his mask through the portal like immediately. Like, oh, that's Andrew Garfield.
Like, yeah,
Because
of course.
He had those fucking huge spider eyes
He had
for
some
his
big ol'
costume.
eyeballs, yes. And his spider's slightly different.
Yeah, but it was dark, so you only mostly see the eye.
We'll find out.
But point being, like, they really were relying on you being very excited about what was essentially a long cameo, and there's a lot of shit that just doesn't make any fucking sense about them.
Well, yeah, there's a lot easier ways to solve the problem, but
Then there wouldn't be a movie.
But here we are.
100%. But come on, guys.
Just saying, if he had thought to call MJ and say press the button, his Aunt May would be alive.
100%. Guess what? If at the beginning he just said, "Why don't you make everybody forget Mysterio and not Spider-Man?"
Yeah.
If everybody forgets everything ever related to Mysterio, lots of things are actually better for Peter in the long run. In all honesty, that was the way to go.
It's a movie that relied on pretty much every character making the worst possible choice they can make in any given scenario, and that kind of makes sense for Peter because
every given scenario.
Oh.
But Doctor Strange, you're not gonna iron out the details of this fucking very delicate spell before you start doing this shit.
Yeah, Peter's a smart teenager, but he's still a fucking teenager.
Yeah.
When I say he's an idiot, I mean, yeah, he's a teenager. He knows a lot of techno babble, but he's not smart.
He's not an idiot, but he is a goddamn moron, okay?
Well, I'm going to give a quick shout out to Paige. You know who you are, my girl out there. She's subscribing to our channel. She's in Vietnam, so we've now gone worldwide. So,
hey,
we're in a
Paige is my
separate
girl.
time zone. Damn.
Yeah.
That's like 13 hours from now.
Yeah,
She's watching this in the future. Oh, God. Tell us what happens. Send me the lottery numbers.
It's not.
Yes, that's
Fine.
not how that works. Yes, we all know. Come on. Jesus.
And then we also have our other new subscriber, Julie H. She said, can't wait to start watching all these, and you definitely should have gotten into radio.
Hopefully she's talking to Peter.
You should skip like the first
Probably
20
Peter.
episodes.
Yeah. we don't really hit the groove until like episode 45. This is 46, right?
No, this is 48.
Ah,
Yeah, we're getting
45.
close to
That's
it.
about right.
No, I
45 is
think-
pretty good.
Yeah,
I would argue that's actually pretty accurate.
like late 30s, early 40s when we kind of got more into a concise.
Watch that one Christmas episode where I first get mad about Witch Bucket, so you can keep you can understand why.
the holiday special.
That one's good. That one's good. Honestly,
Yes.
that one's solid.
If you want to know the origins of Witch Bucket, go watch our first holiday special. Or I guess right now our only holiday special because we didn't do one this year. because
Nope.
We
we're
can do it
all
after the holidays.
So tired.
Look at me. I put my fireplace out. I put my tree up. I did all this stuff. I even wore a shirt, and you guys didn't even want to join me.
Okay,
So-
first
guys
of all,
know
I
the
actually
rules.
have a
I
Christmas
have to
shirt
wear
on.
the
Mhm.
flannel. I have no other options.
Otherwise, there's
Wait,
continuity
guys,
issues.
we do have a continuity issue. Peter is not wearing his beanie.
that goes in and out actually.
Yeah,
Shut your
That's not
mouth.
always consistent.
that's a special Easter egg.
It's a special Easter egg. Count how many times Peter wears the beanie.
Peter, do
And I
you
think
always
the
put on
issue
that
is-
specific flannel, and you have to like keep it in your
It's
closet
the
just so
same
you can
flannel.
see it?
Yeah, it's the same red flannel.
It's like he is a character on a cartoon sitcom. He wears the same outfit every single day, and that's the only thing in his closet. There's 34 of them lined up all the way across.
Do you guys remember the first episode we recorded after Peter moved and we all wore flannels and beanies?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I couldn't see in, but I guess y'all had done that.
Yes, it was fun because we were very disappointed that you couldn't see us.
We were entertained by this.
We're terrible people.
And then Jay Gilmore 42 again. Hey guys, is anyone watching the Disney series Willow? I'm digging it. May I suggest watching the movie first? I did, and it made the storyline more interesting. Tom, cool impression of Spicoli from Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Lol. Now, if you excuse me, I have some nickel back to jam. Lol.
I guess we can never truly be friends.
Damn. You will be
Isn't Will of the Show like a sequel to the movie? Don't you kind of have to watch it first?
you will be cordial.
Well, maybe if you had like I haven't watched that movie in 20-something years.
I've never seen it. I've seen like half of it in my health class in middle school. Like that was
It's fucking random.
My teacher just didn't want to teach that day, so it was like, y'all are gonna watch Willow.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I watched that movie one time when I was like 7 or 8 and have not watched it since. So, yes, Jay Gilmer, I agree with you. We definitely are going to need to watch the movie first.
Oh, I remember nothing of that movie.
Refreshment.
I remember that Warwick Davis is in it.
Yeah, he's for sure.
Like, I'd rather watch Lord of the Rings. Like,
I think there was something about Central Park at some point in time. There's like that's where the port.
I think the main character's name is Willow.
Yes,
I'm like,
that's true.
He's the wizard.
30% sure.
And he's played by Warwick Davis, I believe.
Yes.
But again, that's all I remember, honestly.
Yes.
What are you gonna do?
Move on to.
Moving on.
Unless anyone has anything else.
Objections? Hearing none, the vote passes.
Bueller. No, okay, never mind. Please, it's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine.
It's not okay.
Extra bit.
Extra bit.
Come on, Peter, don't fail me.
Yeah, he's not gonna do it.
I'm not gonna say anything.
God damn it, Peter!
I'm not gonna have one.
We were about to have a whole bit here where Tom said it, Zach said it, you said it, then I was gonna say it, and then I was gonna play the thing, but no, you had to
How
ruin
about
it.
you just take the win that we said something at the exact same time earlier?
That is true.
yeah.
Y'all
Okay.
are in sync.
I
Solid.
forgive
Over
you.
a video delay too. That's pretty impressive. It's not bad.
Zachary.
Oh God, that's me. I'm talking about my bit. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Shoot, I got distracted.
Apparently.
So funny, weird, kind of a weird article. Mostly because it really shouldn't have been relevant for like the last 30 years. But so DMC, the company that actually now owns the rights to the DeLorean, but is not the original DeLorean motor company. It's weird. It's a weird thing anyway. They're now suing. I believe it's Fox. It should be. It's in the article, and I completely forgot to read it again. Universal. I don't remember who it is.
It's not Fox.
It's not Fox. They are suing. I think it's it's Universal. Shut up. They're suing them for the rights, basically, to the merchandise and some basically products and stuff like that. Anything that featured the DeLorean from all the Back to the Future movies, because technically, when the original creator of the DeLorean allowed them to use it in the movies, he did get a 5% basically commission on all that, and then that company folded. So basically, all of that stuff didn't continue to move forward because they didn't have that deal with any of the companies that it got sold to. But now the people that own it now have sued the original estate of the guy that originally did it to say that now that they own that company, they do own those rights, and now they're going after Universal to actually get that money for anything that's ever been sold for Back to the Future. Which I'm gonna give them some props on that. That's gonna be way more lucrative than the failing car company they bought 30 years ago.
I don't think it's gonna be lucrative at all.
Oh, they're gonna make. Oh no, they're probably gonna win the lawsuit because they have the rights to it.
At least the 5%.
And
they have the rights to the fucking car, but not the like.
No, they have the rights to the trademark for the DeLorean.
Yeah, the DeLorean, the car, not the fucking car from Back to the Future, which I know is a DeLorean, but it's modified enough that they probably won't get shit.
There, let me.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The jury's still out. I
don't know. It seems kind of like childish.
See, well, the original
You
thing
made
is
a promise with someone 30 years ago. Fucking pay up, bitch.
No, the creator of the DeLorean, John DeLorean, struck a deal with Universal in 1989 for the car to be used in movie merch in exchange for 5% of the revenue from those tie-ups. Basically, that's how they agreed. They agreed to be able to use the car in the movie and on the merchandise, as if the guy who made the car originally invented it got 5%. And then that company folded. It's got sold 3 different times since then. And apparently nobody's been paying that 5%. So these guys are suing for the 5%.
Was it supposed to go to the company or the guy that made him? Because if it specifies that it's supposed to go to the guy that made them, doesn't fucking matter.
Well, no, like
if someone else now owns the rights.
No, and that's what I said is because they already won the lawsuit that said that the company is the one that gets those royalties.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now they're coming back for the 37 years of past due balance, basically.
Nice.
So they're probably going to win this this lawsuit, and it just seems utterly ridiculous that it's even happening at this current point in time.
Are y'all just not doing too well?
Oh no! Oh no! No! Again, it's a company that's gone out of business like 3 times and been sold 3 times. Because the only people that want to buy DeLoreans are Back to the Future fans who then want to turn them into a movie prop DeLorean, and then they get sued by NBC Universal for doing that. And that's not actually a joke. They've sued.
I know. Yeah.
It. Apparently, flux capacitor is trademarked.
So I got some bits. So this is actually a video that I saw a couple weeks ago.
I feel like that's gonna be.
But I keep a backlog of things that I find, so that I always have bits. Unlike some people on this show.
Wow, I was so angry.
I'm not sorry.
So, my first one is Adam Sandler and Shooter McGavin celebrate 25 years of Happy Gilmore.
That was last year.
And I just seen the video this year. But anyway, so they recreated their shots, like the crazy shots from the movie, and it was entertaining.
Well, yeah, because they're old as shit now. They are, in defense.
And my next one in your dose of Disney. So this is a video of the only time it's acceptable to drop your lightsaber. The couple were in Galaxy's Edge, and they're in front of the Millennium Falcon, and they got like one of the professional photographers to take pictures, and while she's sitting there, like, posing with her lightsaber, boyfriend gets down on one knee to propose. And when she turns around to, like, say something to him, she gets all teary-eyed and drops her lightsaber. And it was...
Did she break that thing? That thing cost like
$200
fucking dollars. Jesus
No,
Christ, I'd be pissed if I was a boyfriend. I'd be dropping the ring going, oh, shit.
No, he let it fall to the ground. It clanged.
Oh, I would have tried to grab it, 100%.
Yeah.
I probably would have dropped the ring on accident, going, "Oh shit, no!"
The ring would have survived.
Yeah, it's a diamond. It's pretty fucking hard. It's supposed to.
There's a decent chance the lightsaber's okay too, but still.
I mean, I thought they were kendo grade. Isn't that what you told me? Yeah,
but you still want to fucking drop kendo blades.
The blade's not gonna break, but the electronics gonna get all fucked up because it jarred it loose.
Oh, it's not like she threw it.
You don't drop it on the ground. That's why I don't know why people buy their children those lightsabers. They're not designed for that.
All it takes is like 2 feet for that thing to get to terminal velocity and just destroy itself.
Well,
to the electronics part, yeah.
The electronics part, at least.
It's like the weird bits of dropping your phone, where you can drop it from like a crazy height, like 2 stories, it'll be fine. But then you drop it like a foot and it's fucking shattered.
Yeah. I definitely dropped my phone off a ladder today. The top of an 8-foot ladder. Dropped it straight to the ground. Picked it up. It's just fine. And then I cracked the case last night when it slipped off my lap when I got up to wipe my ass off the toilet. So yeah, that's.
I saw Maddie drop her iPhone 3 times on concrete and it was fine. And then 1 time from a very small distance onto a carpeted floor and it fucked up immediately.
Yeah, it's
like
the Lord does not love the phone.
2 years ago.
It's an affront to him.
I think
and we're all going to hell for using them.
It's like 2 years ago, after I got my new iPhone. We went to a friend's wedding, and immediately dropped my phone onto like the concrete thingy around the fire pit, and
that was like 2 days after you got that phone too.
Screen protector shattered, and it like was inches from the fire.
The phone was like 2 days old.
It's fine. It's fine. So neither of you have
screen protector,
right? So neither of you have bits.
I mean, I found a video at some point of a dude dropping an engagement ring down a waterfall.
Oh, send me that. I'll link it.
Engagement fails. That's quite funny. All right, I'm in. I'm on board. Okay, if you guys don't have a bit, I've got a joke for you.
I am the bit.
He's been doing a bit the whole time.
I am the bit.
I will say, okay, I've got a riddle for you guys. All right, what's the difference between white people and black people?
YouTube edits.
Yeah, this might need to be cut immediately.
No. What's the difference between white people and black people?
Nothing, you racist.
Yes, exactly. Well done, Peter. You fucking woke son of a bitch. You got that one too easy. Nothing, you racist. Jesus.
You're so stupid.
You should have pulled that out quicker. You had that one in your back pocket, Peter. You should have pulled that one out quicker. I was trying to get you to go, what? And I go, nothing, you racist. Christ, what is wrong with you, Dom? Ah.
You sent it to me in Discord.
Yeah, that's why I said
Perfect,
YouTube edits.
awesome.
YouTube edits.
Oh no, I broke it. Damn it.
You broke it, you racist.
I can't deal with you people. Well,
What do you mean, you people?
Oh, got her.
You boys.
Sexist.
Yeah, because you're stupid.
Wow, really sexy.
Damn. This is why I need feminism, guys. Right here.
Anyway, we're just a big happy family. This is how families treat each other, right?
Like shit? Yeah, most of them. I'm pretty sure every sitcom I've ever seen is definitely do that. You laugh, and that's how you tell you love each other, is by being cruel and insulting.
Right.
At least good jokes.
If they're not funny, that's just mean. They gotta be funny.
Mean.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
That's why
In
all the
any
friends
case,
are assholes. Because they're not funny.
The 8-Bit Cat Show comes out on Fridays.
Most of the time.
Don't forget, most of the time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, rate, review, all the places that you can press those buttons. You can also find us on Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. One day Twitch if I ever get my life together. But don't hold your breath.
We got
Until
Discord
next,
too.
Discord, yes, the
which
other
you
one.
get to be in if you're our Patreon subscriber. So until next time, my friends, geek out, be fabulous, and have fun.
What? Merry Christmas.